In the Highlands archery problem, you're provided with an aggregate plan. It's already complete. The problem is essentially just asking about inventory levels. Let's take a look. The manufacturing company Highlands Archery has forecasted the demand for the grizzly compound bone for the next 4 months, and we can see the forecast right there. The production manager at Highlands Archery has already created an aggregate plan based on this information. And so we see that the plan's right here. Okay, fine. You already have the plan. It's already done. What's the question? If Highlands Archery uses the manager's production plan, how many bows would be in inventory at the end of the 4th month? So this is an opportunity to practice inventory logic. Now, the question asked, how many would be in inventory at the end of the 4th month? We need to recall the expression for calculating ending inventory. Let me think. Ending inventory for a certain period or month equals beginning inventory for that same month plus production for that month minus demand for that month. It's just logic. How much you have left over at the end of a month equals how much you started with plus any you made minus anything you shipped out or used. Oh, all right. Now, this particular question doesn't ask about just any month. It asks about the end of the 4th month. The end of the 4th month's right here. The ironic thing is the easiest way to determine that is to go ahead and to calculate ending inventory for every last one of these months. Now notice here in the note frame we have a nice gap. It's inviting us to create another row essentially for this table. Ending inventory. And just reason our way across. Now, in the 1st month, it doesn't say in here anywhere that we're starting with grizzly compound bows in inventory. So, the beginning of the 1st month, we don't have anything. We produced 25,000. However, demand is 10,000, meaning we're going to ship that amount out. So 25,000 minus 10,000 means that the ending inventory for month 1 will be 15,000. 25,000 minus 10,000. Okay, so then what will be the ending inventory for month 2? Well, we look at the equation. It's the beginning inventory for month 2. Where am I supposed to find the beginning inventory for month 2? The beginning inventory for a period is the ending inventory of the period before. Oh, right. There were 15,000 grizzly compound bows left over for the 1st month. Therefore, that's what the 2nd month starts with. This plus this, the 25,000 that were made, let's see, that means we're up to what, 40,000? Minus this, the demand, 5,000. Ending inventory at the end of the 2nd month is going to be 35,000. Then 35,000 plus 25,000, whoa, we're up to 60,000. Wait a minute, minus 30,000, we're knocked back down to an ending inventory of 30,000 for the end of month 3. And then for month 4, 30,000 plus another 25,000 is 55,000. Minus 50,000, that was a big month. The ending inventory at the end of month 4 would be 5,000. Oh, so that's actually the answer to that particular question. They would end with 5,000 grizzly compound bows in inventory. You really did need to figure out the ending inventory for every month in between, though, to come up with that number. Oh, okay, well, hopefully maybe we could make use of some of those calculations later. Let's look at some of the other questions. Following this plan, which month has the highest average inventory? Oh, average inventory. That's beginning inventory plus ending inventory divided by 2, the average inventory for a period. That's what you're averaging. You're averaging the beginning and the ending inventory. Now, this question is asking who has the highest average inventory. Oh, that means going back to our table, we really should figure out the average inventory for each one of these periods in order to answer that question. Okay. We have a row here for ending inventory. I'm going to add a row for average inventory. Because, let me think, for the first month began with nothing. We were remarking that we aren't told about any grizzly compound bows in inventory. So the first month begins with nothing, ends with 15,000. 0 plus 15,000 divided by 2. 0 plus 15,000 divided by 2 means that the first month has an average inventory of 7,500. Now, the second month, let's see, the second month begins with 15,000 and ends with 35,000. So what you'd want to say is 15,000 plus 35,000 divided by 2. I get, wow, the average inventory has shot up now to 25,000. That was just for the second month. For the third month, let's see, the third month begins with that 35,000, ends with 30,000, so you want to say 35, that's a 5, 35,000 plus 30,000 divided by 2. I get 32,500. That's just for the third month. And then for the fourth month, you begin with the 30,000, you end with the 5,000, so 30,000 plus 5,000 divided by 2. Oh, now we're down to an average inventory of 17,500. So we've determined the average inventory for each one of those months. The beginning inventory plus the ending inventory divided by 2. The question asks which month has the highest average inventory. We're just looking for the largest number, right? And that would be, month 3. Month 3 has the highest average inventory. Month 3. Okay. Then, last question. If Highlands Archery pays $1 per bow per month, that would have been nice to include. It's only logical to keep a bow in inventory. What is the total inventory cost for the manager's plan? Fastest way to determine that is to add up the average inventory. Wait a minute. Add up the ending inventory. Excuse me. It turns out inventory holding costs can be based on either ending inventory or average inventory. The most convenient in terms of arithmetic here would be ending inventory. Oh, right. So what do we have to do? Well, we've got 4 months worth, right? And it's $1 a bow to keep it in inventory for a month. So we would just want to add up those numbers. Month 1 had an ending inventory of 15,000. Month 2 had an ending inventory of 35,000. The assumption is that if you ended with that, that means that many sat in inventory the entire month. Month 3 ended in 30,000. And month 4 ended in 5,000. And I'm adding all those up, and that's adding up to what? To 85,000 bow months. And we're assuming the $1. So our estimate of inventory holding costs, I'm getting about $85,000. There's also an argument. Sometimes people would say, well, maybe it's better to base it on average inventory. There's some debate about that. But in this case here, we're using inventory.